PepsiCo products are consumed more than 1 billion times daily across over 200 countries, making it one of the most recognizable names in the global food and beverage industry. With an annual net revenue exceeding $70 billion, the company stands as a powerhouse in its field. However, this level of success did not come easily. Throughout its history, PepsiCo faced significant financial struggles, including multiple bankruptcies that threatened its existence. Despite these setbacks, the company adapted, refined its strategy, and ultimately cemented itself as a dominant force in the market. In 1889, pharmacist Caleb Bradham created a homemade soda in his drugstore, mixing sugar, water, caramel, lemon oil, cola nuts, and nutmeg. Originally called Brad's Drink, it became a local favorite for its refreshing taste and energizing effects. As its popularity grew, Bradham decided to give it a more marketable name, rebranding it as Pepsi Cola in 1902. Inspired by Coca-Cola's success, he positioned Pepsi as both a delicious refreshment and a digestive aid, promoting it with the slogan, "Exhilarating, invigorating, aids digestion." Marketing played a key role in its rise, with endorsements like race car driver Barney Oldfield's famous slogan, "Drink Pepsi, it will satisfy you," helping expand its reach. Despite early success, the company faced financial disaster due to Bradham's miscalculated sugar investments during World War I. Expecting prices to rise, he stockpiled large quantities. But when the market crashed, he was left with massive losses. Unable to recover from the financial blow, he lost control of Pepsi Cola, leading the company into bankruptcy and marking a dramatic fall from its once promising growth. By the time Pepsi Cola went bankrupt, Coca-Cola had already dominated the soft drink market. Pepsi's assets were sold for just $30,000, but investor Roy Megergel acquired them for $35,000, determined to revive the brand. He moved operations to Richmond, Virginia, and personally funded the struggling company, but financial troubles persisted. The Great Depression dealt another blow, forcing Pepsi into bankruptcy again in 1931. That same year, Charles Guth took over and introduced a bold pricing strategy, offering 12-ounce bottles for 5 cents, the same price as Coca-Cola's smaller servings. The "twice as much for a nickel" campaign, paired with Pepsi's catchy "Nickel Nickel" jingle, helped fuel rapid growth. Guth focused on expansion, setting up bottling plants and forging independent partnerships to strengthen distribution. Over the next 2 decades, Pepsi grew steadily. But its true breakthrough came in 1950 when Alfred Steele, a former Coca-Cola executive, became CEO. Steele's aggressive marketing strategies and large-scale ad campaigns propelled Pepsi's earnings 11-fold, establishing it as Coca-Cola's biggest rival. However, despite its progress, Coke still outsold Pepsi by a margin of more than 5-1. Coca-Cola had cemented its dominance with the slogan, "The real thing," but Pepsi saw an opportunity to challenge its rival. If Coke represented tradition, Pepsi positioned itself as the drink of the youth, launching the now iconic "Pepsi, the choice of a new generation" campaign in the 1960s. The impact was swift. Pepsi cut Coke's lead in half within a few years. To maintain momentum, it introduced Diet Pepsi in 1964, becoming the first national cola brand to offer a no-calorie option. That same year, it expanded its portfolio by acquiring Mountain Dew, further strengthening its market presence. Pepsi's ambitions extended beyond beverages. In 1965, it merged with Frito-Lay, forming PepsiCo and transforming into a global food and drink powerhouse. Between 1977 and 1986, it acquired Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, KFC, and 7UP International, securing its dominance in multiple industries. Despite its expansion, Pepsi remained focused on dethroning Coca-Cola. By the 1980s, it had become a serious contender, even making history in 1974 as the first American product sold in the Soviet Union. Pepsi had come a long way, but one question lingered. Could it finally surpass Coca-Cola? Throughout the 1970s and early 1980s, Pepsi steadily gained market share, fueled by its Pepsi Generation campaign and the bold Pepsi Challenge. The latter featured blind taste tests where consumers unknowingly compared Pepsi and Coca-Cola, often preferring Pepsi's sweeter flavor. The results rattled Coca-Cola's executives as their own research confirmed Pepsi's claims. For the first time, Coke found itself on the defensive. In 1984, Pepsi took its marketing to the next level by signing Michael Jackson at the height of his Thriller success. His endorsement catapulted Pepsi's youthful image, making its commercials a cultural phenomenon. Jackson's partnership with Pepsi, the largest celebrity endorsement deal at the time, helped solidify the brand's modern appeal. Other high-profile figures like Tina Turner, Joe Montana, and Michael J. Fox joined Pepsi's roster, but it was Jackson who truly defined its marketing dominance. The Cola Wars escalated, and in 1985, Pepsi achieved a historic milestone, outselling Coca-Cola in U.S. supermarkets for the first time. It was a turning point in the rivalry, but the question remained, could Pepsi finally take the crown as the world's top soda? As Pepsi battled Coca-Cola for market dominance, it also pursued aggressive expansion beyond soft drinks. Between the late 1970s and 1990s, PepsiCo ventured into various industries, including fast food. However, by 1997, restaurant operations, despite accounting for 36% of its portfolio, contributed only 22% of profits. Realizing the need to refocus, PepsiCo spun off its fast food division, forming Tricon Global Restaurants, later rebranded as Yum Brands, allowing chains like KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut to operate independently. With this shift, PepsiCo concentrated on beverages and snacks, acquiring Tropicana and Dole in 1998, followed by a merger with Quaker Oats in 2001, which brought Gatorade into its portfolio. These moves solidified its dominance in the sports drink and juice markets. PepsiCo then expanded globally, with Russia becoming its second-largest market by the 2000s. The company strengthened its presence in the region with a controlling stake in Lebediansky in 2008, and the $5.4 billion acquisition of Wimbill Dan Foods in 2011. This was the story of PepsiCo, a brand that rose, fell, and rose again to become a powerhouse in the food and beverage industry. Did you know about its multiple bankruptcies? Are there any other key moments you think should have been included in this story? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out our channel for more inspiring business stories.